Fantastic win for Neil Robertson, back in the quarterfinals for the first time since 21, and a comprehensive victory over the guy who beat you last year.
Yeah, it was a great win. Chris has had a really good sort of season, and it was always going to be a tough game. But I always enjoy playing Chris because he's a very aggressive player and always looks to get on the front foot, and I always enjoy that kind of challenge. And had a big couple of a big sort of like second half of the match, I guess, from sort of like 4-all. So I thought I was really worthy of the victory.
And it's such a handy overnight lead to have that full frame cushion.
Yeah, 10-6 is always nice. Worst case scenario, you're going into the rest of the match at 10-10. So you just need a frame to be 11-9. You share it, you're 12-8, and then the job is kind of like almost done. So, but I was really keen to try and sort of get it finished before there was any potential interval, because to get that sort of like that extra little bit of rest is always handy, especially in the World Championships.
And was it slightly more satisfying beating the guy who knocked you out in the first round? Because it was a funny match last year. He had a sizable lead, and then you pegged him all the way back to 8-all, and then he won the last two.
Yeah, no, look, he played really well last year, and he went on to lose to the eventual winner in the quarters. So I think people may have been a bit surprised by the loss, but Chris has gone on to he's in rounds like 12 or 13 in the world now. So he's a top player in his own right. There's no case of revenge or anything. I don't really think like that. I think sometimes you can get that into your head a little bit too much, and it tends to impact the performance in a bad way. So, it was just about trying to go out there and play some good snooker.
Seema Jaswal asked Steve Davis an interesting question ahead of the evening. She said to him, is it hard being the last set of matches to come on before the quarterfinals are determined? And Davis said, listen, sometimes you're so engrossed in your own match, you're not even aware of what else is going on. But today was incredibly dramatic. Did you even notice what was happening in the afternoon? Did you watch those matches?
Yeah, I watched all the matches. We've got like two TVs in the apartment that we've sort of glued together, so we're watching both the matches at the same time. And I think some years I've come here and sort of like, no, I'm not going to watch any snooker, and sort of just remove myself from it. And but I love the sport, and I think it's been really enjoyable actually watching it when I'm not playing my sessions, and I think that's actually it's helped, I think sort of sometimes you try and kid yourself and pretend you're not a fan when you're at events, but you love to see what's going on. It's a wonderful event, and those matches today were so tense. One was just incredibly high standard between Ronnie and John, and it was obviously good mates with Mark, so I was ashamed to see him go out, but it was a great match with John and Ronnie, and it sort of lived up to its billing. Yeah,
it really did. And what about John then? I mean, you've had some great finals, some great battles over the years. Do you think his game suits your natural attacking style?
Well, it certainly makes me play my natural attacking style because, he's one of the greatest. He's obviously an absolute legend and one of the greatest players ever. But his tactical safety from a defensive point of view and also an aggressive point of view is very, very strong. And so, look, I'm just going to try and be as attacking as I can, as I always am against him. Try to tread the line of not sort of stepping over and being reckless. So. But I always enjoy the challenge with him because he tends to bring out the best in me.
It'll be a great match. Well done tonight.
Thank you, Rob. Thanks.
Thanks, Neil.